Hey guys, today we're going to talk about long O words. Words that say O. Long vowels say their name, so long O would say O. We're going to have two categories of long O words. This side is for words that have two vowels walking. The first one does the talking and it says its name. The second is going to be King E words. Words that have a King E at the end, and that jumps over and makes O say its name. This little pink box is our observation box. We learned about the word observation in our story this week, and we are going to take a close look, that's what you do when you observe, at the words and decide if they are a King E word or two vowels walking word. I'm going to give you a clue of a word that has the O sound in it, and you see if you can guess the word. The first word I'm thinking about is something that we have on our feet, and we have 5 on each foot, and each one of them has like a little fingernail on them. Yes, toes. All right, let's write the word toes in the observation box. T-O-E-S. Toes. Toes. Right here is where the long E is. Now, is this two vowels walking or is this a King E? You're correct. O and E are walking together. So T-O-E-S has two vowels walking. The first one does the talking and it says its name. Now, this word that I'm thinking of now is something we use when we wash our hands. We have to have water and this thing that I'm thinking of to get all the germs off of our hands. I'll give you a second to think. Yes, soap, soap. So let's write the word soap in our observation box. S-O-A-P. Soap. S-O-P. So these two letters are making the O, the long O sound. So is this two vowels walking or is this a King E jumping over? Correct. It is two vowels walking. S-O-A-P. O and A are walking together, O saying its name. Okay, for our next clue, I'm thinking about part of our body, and this part of our body is located on our face, and we use it to smell. Its job is to help us smell. Good. Nose. Nose. Let's write the word nose in the observation box. N-O-S-E. Nose. Let's sound it out. N-O-S. Nose. This O is saying its name. But S is beside it, and S is not a vowel. So it must be that this is a King E. And it's jumping over that S and making the O say its name. So we need to put nose on this side of our long O word chart. All right. Our next word is a noun, and it is a thing, and it is something that dogs love to chew, and they love to bury them. Good work. A bone. A bone. Let's write that in our observation box. B-O-N-E. Bone. Who sees it? Right. King E is right here on the end. So we'll put the word bone on this side. Now my next clue that I am thinking about is a kind of an animal. And we talked about this animal last week. This is an animal that lives under the ground its whole life. It lives under the ground, and it digs. It has really big digging claws in the front, and it eats worms that live under the ground. Might be tough. Starts with a M sound, and it has a long O. Yes, mole, a mole. This is how you spell mole. M-O-L-E, mole. Do you have two vowels walking? Well, no, we have two vowels, but they're not even touching each other. But the one on the end is an E, so I know that King E is going to jump over. Mole. M-O-L-E, mole. Now, what I want us to remember about long O words is there's two ways that O can say its name. If we see an O in a word and it has a vowel beside it, it can have an E, it can have an A. That makes the O say its name. If we have an O in a word and we have a vowel, a consonant, and then we have an E, we call this King E. And King E can jump over. Let's read these words one more time. Here's our King E words. Nose, bone, mole. And here's our two vowels walking. Toes, soap. All right, keep that info in your head. It'll help you out reading your long O words.